Hey, what's up? Welcome to DGen Ed. So in this video, something I'm going to be starting, I guess I should say in this stream, I'm going to be doing Metal Gear Monday. So every Monday around this time, I'm going to try to stream gameplay of Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. Just having some fun doing that. And then on the hour, every hour, so 2 times, something like that, I will be, let's see. Excuse me. Just making sure the chat and all the details are showing up here. I will be going over some tickers. I did put in the chat a poll, which ticker should I cover? I've got Iron, ticker symbol IREN, Snapchat, ticker symbol SNAP, MSTR, which is, of course, strategy, and then also plug for plug power. And so currently it looks like there's one vote, and that is for Snapchat. So on the hour, about 55 minutes from now, I will be going over Snapchat unless something else takes the lead. I have to say that I am pretty excited to go over Iron, so maybe I'll go over that in the second hour break. And I do see in the chat, let's see if I can pull it up here. Let's see, I'm just gonna, I should have the chat box here, but it's not showing up. So I'm not really sure why it's not showing up. There should be chat there. And so what I might do real quick is just check to make sure everything is, yep, okay, so it looks like I am connected. So that is looking good. I am not sure why the chat box. Oh, there we go. Started a new poll. So yeah, those are the options. Kind of clunky to see it here. This is via, I believe, not Streamlabs, but Stream Elements, I think, via through OBS. I'm not really sure. But yeah, so I started a new poll. Which ticker should I cover? Iron, Snapchat, MSTR, plug. And I did get a comment, which for some reason is not showing up for Velo 3D. Maybe I'll look over that briefly, but last time I remember that being maybe a penny stock. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, I will have to check on that later. But what I'm going to be doing is diving into this gameplay. I actually started the game over the weekend, I believe on Saturday, but I actually screwed some things up. I missed a sniper rifle. I got into a little bit of a battle, and I took out a bunch of guys I didn't need to. It was fun, but I'd kind of rather restart, skip the cutscenes, and then just get right into the gameplay and try to move through it a little bit more efficiently. So that's what I'm going to do over here. I'm going to turn the volume on, and then we will dive into the gameplay. And also, I don't know if you notice, I did put a little filter on the audio for my mic, so there should not be a little buzzing sound in the background. Like if I'm silent for a second, my sound bar, goes all the way down. So the quality of the sound should be a little bit better. But yeah, let's turn on the music for the game and get into it. So hopefully, let's see, I do this in an appropriate way. And one thing that I might do, you notice the chat's kind of blocking the view and stuff like that. I might remove the box behind it just so, I see what's going on, but it's not obstructing too much of the view. But I'm probably going to dive into, reformatting the streaming here for gameplay. So I've got, like a little kind of box around here so we can have the chat above me right here, and then the screen over there without obstructing it. And then maybe I could also do something with like tickers that go across the bottom with their prices and stuff like that. But yeah, let's dive into the game for the next 52 minutes, and then I'll get into some analysis. And I'm seeing that Velo 3D is the 3D printer for SpaceX Falcon rocket. I didn't know that they were doing stuff with SpaceX, so that's pretty cool. It mooned to $12 when SpaceX announced an IPO later this year. I did not realize, so I will definitely have to check that out for sure. And let's see. Okay, so I'm going to do a new game. Maybe that's kind of lame. Metal Gear Solid 3, of course, I've got to do that. I'm going to do the new style. That's what I've gotten used to. And I'm going to play normal. And I'm not going to do all tips because it's just like, it's too much. And I can like kind of navigate the list. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just do important tips only. I think that's fine. So let's start this and see what happens for us. All right,
After the
so
end of World War II, the world was split into two.
yeah, no
East and
problem, no
West.
problem.
This marked the
Let's
beginning of
see.
the era called the
I'm
Cold
just gonna
War.
move me up here because I think there'll be some like skip options and stuff. Skip. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip. Maybe I'll move myself down a little bit. And I'm gonna skip.
Jack, I've got some important
We don't need
news.
all the story. Okay. So much cutscenes. This is actually kind of cool though, so maybe we'll watch this after the Halo jump, getting down into the jungle, and I'll be able to hit R1. You should see it pop up so we can get the view from falling out of the plane. Pretty cool stuff. Let's let that happen. R1, where are you? There
Listen
we go.
up, Jack.
Ooh, look
Your
at that.
mission is to infiltrate
Look at my
Selino-Yarsk in the Soviet mountains,
So
ensure the safety of
excited.
Sokolov, and bring him back to the West.
All right.
If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is
And,
complete, we'll be facing a major crisis.
Amaga,
The clock is
99, just so you know. If you're still around, I'll definitely go over LO3 for you. But if you're not still around
Once we've
on
confirmed
the
the
hour,
rescue of Sokolov,
I might
stand
just
by
get
at the
into
recovery point.
Snapchat, so you can always
A
come
recovery
back if you
balloon
don't
will
want to
be
watch the
dropped at that
gameplay,
point.
but I'll definitely go over it
Helium
if
will
you're
be
in the
pumped
chat.
into the balloon to inflate
For
it.
sure.
The process
But
takes
actually,
about
no, I
20
mean, that would
minutes.
just be a cool one to look at, SpaceX and stuff related.
Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery
And
system.
hopefully the audio is
I'm
good,
familiar
like
with
the mixing
theory.
between me talking
Take it
and
easy.
this in the background,
It's
and I
been
might
combat
actually
proven.
just skip it at this point because like the action's
Do you think
kind of,
Sokolov is up to it?
I don't know, the action's kind of cool.
The shock will be less than during
All
a
this
parachute
talking, though.
jump, and the arm can handle up to
It's
500
like, who
pounds.
cares?
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat Talon?
Yeah, let's skip this. I'm sorry. Let's just get to the cutscene. Landing. Yeah, okay, let's land. And I'm guessing he's gonna drop his bag in a tree. Just a guess. Just a guess. Audio's good, awesome, good enough. Well, drop the bag in the tree. Oh, almost going off a cliff. But then, as is typical for Metal Gear games, overly dramatic, landing, whatever. This reminds me of Psycho Mantis. Probably just because of the face stats. It was just like overly dramatic. Overly dramatic. Come on. Let's just get into some gameplay. Look at that beautiful view. It'd be cool if I could like have a hang glider just for fun and jump off. They have like a little mini game in this. But there he is. There he is, Naked Snake. So dramatic. So dramatic. What's he gonna do? Codec call? Nope. Good. God damn it, codec call. It's always a codec call.
Do you copy? From
Yes, Major Tom.
I suppose calling me Snake was
Oh,
your
fast forward. I'm just gonna do that. Triangle. All right. So, what I can do, and one thing I'm gonna have to move myself. I think. Just move myself up so I can see the item that I have equipped with it, which is with the right, and then items. I could still see that behind the chat, so that's fine. And I don't really have any items because they're all in my bag. And actually, let's see. Yeah, just a knife and stuff, so nothing too crazy. And there are some things that I can go around. let's see, this is L2, R2, got some mushrooms, and then I want to do X to crouch, but, oh, no, actually for this one I don't do it. I think I jump over. Yeah, there's a snake over there, I don't know if you can see. And let's see, the map, I think, oops, not that button. Okay, I don't need all this crap. Yes, I get it. Okay, so, yep, this is a little bit of a detour, but really, I just want to kill the snake that's there. Hey, snake. Alright. Buy some, like, mushrooms and stuff, which I think I really only get, like, stamina for. I thought it was, like, health. There's gotta be some more mushrooms over here or something. First person view is R1, which also comes in handy when using a rifle. I had some form of an assault rifle, I forget what kind, and I was taking out some guys. Not necessarily that I wanted to, but they spotted me, and I had the gun, so I was just like, well, I'll have some fun. And if you guys think it'd be cool, I can release a clip. Ooh, another snake. I can release a clip of that little gun battle. But it might actually cause some problems on YouTube. Like, it's possible they would not want that kind of content on there. Oops. Just because they can be kind of, not necessarily overly protective, but kind of like sensory. So I'm going to press start. No. Okay, so a map. Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the right. Because then I think that there's... Oop, there's mushrooms over here. There we go. There's like a little medical kit or something up here. I think. Yeah. Life med. Okay, where is the bag? I think it's in... Oh, yeah. You can see it. Right in the middle there. You can see it swinging a little bit. So, let's just go... Whoa. Ooh, look at that. Alright, then I climb up with X. No, it's like, carefully go over here, hang down, got the bag, and circle, I think would drop, but it just did that automatically.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake.
I have.
To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack.
Okay, I'm going to skip through this, because I roughly know how to do all this stuff. And it's just, you can see it's way too much talking. Look at that. It's like, you don't want to start a game and then just have to go through all that crap.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Okay. And I actually took some guys out with CQC yesterday. Mainly just throwing them to the ground because that's kind of like easiest.
Virtuous mission now.
Right. Okay, let's commence. Let's commence. No more cutscenes, please. And more snakes. Wow. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Dang it. Like, why did it equip the gun? I had the knife equipped before. There we go. Okay, and so I'm just going to go around and get some snacks. Which, like, pretty much all this stuff he hates eating. Go around where are all the mushrooms? All right. All right, just going to a little new little area. And I'm not sure. I don't think that there are guys up here just yet. I think I have to first cross paths with the crocodiles. But let's just check the map, because the map will show me areas that I have yet to explore. I can look down there. You know, I explored all those areas, so that's good. And I think where this opens up is around a bunch of crocodiles. Yep. I think if I go by them, there's some supplies, but if I get too close, they'll like whip their tails at me, yeah. And so one thing, oops, I did not mean to do that. Oh, I'm sinking. I just want to look over there. You can see a little duck there. That's pretty cool. I might take a photo of him. Got a little photo there. Let's see the duck. And also some more ammo. Not sure if there's any more supplies over here. I don't think so. I think it's like one supply in each area where there are crocodiles. Just don't want to sink in the mud too much because I think I'll get stuck. Oh, damn it. Ah. There we go. Okay, now I can get out of there. Got a little beat up, but that's okay. And so if we just go back to this, going up there, and then after that there's a little detour where I can get a sniper rifle, which, you know, I don't think I really need, but might as well have it. And also, like, kill all the snakes that I can on my way up there, you know. Okay, now I think I get into the area where there are guys, so I gotta like sneak around and be a little more careful, which is kind of annoying because it's kind of fun to just like run around and shoot, but I'm gonna try to not totally screw this up. Alright, they got like AKs or something like that, I don't know. That's what he
Major,
talks about.
I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
That's a guy I gotta get.
AK-47s and grenades.
I could kill them and take some.
Snake, your
some
presence in Soviet territory
guns
is
and
already a
grenades.
violation of international law.
So,
You can't
you know, I
let the
don't want
Kremlin
to just
find
kill
out
them.
that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission.
All right.
Got that?
The Major is right. The point of
I
this
don't care.
mission is to sneak through the
I
jungle
don't care,
without being
boss.
seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage.
Okay. You're boring me. You're boring me, lady. And one thing they don't really tell you is you can adjust the camouflage just by pushing up on the D-pad. And so this one's 20. But that's also just kind of like a casual camouflage update. It's gonna give like I don't care. And so I could do Tiger. It's a little bit better. And I think like right behind me, Fleck Train, that's actually the best. So for this area, I think that's the best one. And I can do Woodland, so I'll do that. Most camoed. And let's just check the map to see. And actually, let's just open this so it, okay, yeah, I don't care. Because like, ooh, I do have grenades. Okay, cool. So if I wanted to, I can take them out, but I don't want to. Food. Okay, I know I've already done that. Okay. And some map. Let's check that out. And so to the right, that's where I want to go. There is a, I don't know if you can see it, but that's where there is a sniper rifle. But I kind of want to wait, see what this guy's going to do. Because if he goes down there, he might spot me. And I can take out some items so I can see where he's at. Motion detector, I don't think really works that well because, ooh, I have to move the chat box. Because it shows like birds and stuff. But I think he's like just above walking over there. So I can kind of keep an eye on him there. Yeah, you can hear him. Pretty close to me, but I don't think he'll see me on the grass here. Alright, just gonna wait a little bit longer. Let him. Huh? What was that noise? Oh, crap. Scary. Let's actually just check the map. So yeah, it's just like behind me is where I want to go. So hopefully he's like stopping right there. And I don't want to waste a battery on those, so I'm actually just going to go back to the compass. Alright, buddy, get out of here. Go. Not sure if there are guys over here. Pretty sure there's a gun. Boom. SVD. A Dragunov sniper rifle. Uses rimmed 7.62 by 54 millimeter round cartridges. 10 round magazine. Ready it with L2, then press R2. And also I think I can get the first person view by doing R1. So that's cool. There's a snake. Okay, cool. Just looking around for other stuff. I'm wondering if I can like hang from any branches up there. Actually, what I might want to do. Can see the guy right there through the trees. I don't think he's coming up this way. Oh, and I can actually explore more back there. What the hell? It's like the map shows there's more back there. That's just like a cliff or something. So I can't get up there right now, I guess. Let's just make sure I'm looking the right way. And so, yeah, maybe I will come back over here. All right. Hopefully he doesn't see me. I'll be disappointed if he does. All right. Okay, let's just check out the map. Okay, cool. I think this should be a good hiding spot, but there's a log. Oh crap, he's walking over here. Hopefully my camo's good enough. Ooh, this is scary. I'll be pissed if he sees me. Just not gonna move. Ooh. I think the best way. Dang it. I just want. Oop, crap. So there's like a log there I want to like crawl through. Oh god. I just wish like the turning around controls were a little better. I think what's in there is just MK22 ammo. And if I look at my backpack, MK22, I got 41 out of 41, so I can't get any more ammo. So I don't even know that I need to go there, so I can just like wait for him to pass and then go for it. Hopefully he doesn't see me this time, God. That'd be funny if I screw it up. Just gonna make sure I know where I'm going, so basically just straight ahead. Just imagine he'd hear me if I go for it, so just let him go a little bit further away. Ooh. There's another guy up ahead there. I don't know how far his patrol goes. I think I could probably climb up that tree. don't know that there's a benefit to doing this. Other than just getting a view. Let's actually just look at the map. Oh, crap. Okay. So. Oh, there's some supplies. I think this has to be kind of like a clear area where there aren't guys. But stun grenades, sick. Got some more supplies. I know there's a guy that goes over by that log thing there. There we go, yeah, there's a guy. Don't think he should be able to see me. Maybe I can improve my camo. Let's see. Oh, yep. Tree bark. Or black. Crazy. Okay, I'm good there. It's just like if I go in there, I can't see. But yeah, there's no way you can see my legs. Oh, two guys. Damn it. Check the map again. Okay. I wonder if it actually better go the other way because there are like two guys here. All right. Thermal goggles. Okay, cool. And I could probably do better with the camo right here. Let's check it out. I think Flecktarn is like the best for this kind of area. Ooh. Hopefully he doesn't see me. This is intense. It's kind of like boring though, not like going through and just like killing all the guys, but maybe it's about to get interesting. Whew. I just don't know how sensitive his like hearing is. Damn. I think I gotta make a run for it. Right there. Oh my god. Whew. That's some intense hiding in the grass. Where'd that guy go? There he is. There are a couple of them, I think. Maybe it's good to try the sonar to see if that's... Yeah, it's not useful with all these birds. I'm just going for it, man. Whew. That was scary. That was scary. Damn it, I just did a loop. Oh my god, I suck. Look at that. I just did a full loop. Okay. At least I'm in the grass. Okay, let's check out the map again, make sure I'm oriented the correct way. Idiot. Basically, just go straight. Dang it. Whew, gosh. I'm stupid. I should have been checking the compass there with the yellow dot on it. Actually, yeah, am I still? Yep. I think that's the best camo. Yep. And face, yep. So it's basically just like, I want to go straight ahead, yeah. God, I'm an idiot. Hopefully he like goes over by the trees and stuff so his view is obscured a little bit. Don't look this way, buddy. God. That's where I gotta go. Just making sure the camo's best that it can be. Yeah. Just hope he doesn't see me. Right. I think I just want to go that way. He's just like standing there. Is he gonna turn around? No. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna turn around. Dang it. Okay. You know, when he goes back over here, that other guy's gonna be on patrol, maybe? No? We're not crossing paths this time. Oh, damn it. Just gotta run up there. I just don't know how like sensitive his hearing is and stuff. There we go. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Nice. I have not yet been spotted. The bees. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. They animated the bees. And so what I might do, because I might screw this up, I might save. Return. To be honest, I forget how you save. How do you save? Yeah, this took me a little while to figure out before. Let's see. How do I save? Food backpack. That's this. Okay, so start button. Photo, records, and titles. Go to options. Okay. This is one thing. I'm just going to check. How do you save Metal Gear Solid? Delta. Solid. Delta PS5. Use the codec radio by dialing frequency. How do you access? Press the select button, the touchpad on PS5. Okay, so I'll press that. And then open the codec, press the select button, which is the touchpad on PS5. Tune to enter a new scene area or encounter a new set of enemies. When you reload a game, it takes you back. Okay, so how do I like get to the codec? How do I access? How to access codec in? Okay, D-pad. Press down on the keypad. Cool. Okay, so let's just get out of this. Press down on the keypad. and I can save. Okay, so I'm just gonna do that in case I screw up. And then it is on the hour, so. Yep, okay, yep.
Saving the game, Snake?
I am. Let's save it. And so autosave. Let's do, the one on no data.
Hey, Snake, you ever heard of Godzilla, King of Monsters?
No, and I don't
No,
care.
what is it?
Okay, so. Actually, let's just have some fun. Let's see if I can get these guys, and then I'll pull up some charts and stuff. Oh, I don't want that. I want this weapon.
I hear something.
How did that not swarm him?
There's nothing here.
Okay, let's climb back up. Guess I can't climb back up. Okay, so a state-of-the-art assault rifle currently being field tested by the U.S. Army uses small caliber, high muzzle velocity, blah 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 ammunition, 20 round magazine, ready with L2, fire with R2. Okay, so that's a good spot for me to, I think, save. I had a pretty good run across the thing.
Do you want to save?
Yeah, so let's save that, and let's do this. So it was just there. And now I will...
Snake, do you know the creature from the Black Lagoon?
No, I don't care. Okay, so from here, I'll exit out, and then I'll just do start. So we can pause that, and we can go over some requests. And so one from Amaga99 is going to be Velo 3D, which I believe is ticker symbol Velo. And then I will also go over Snap, which I will release as a clip for later, even though Snapchat videos don't really perform that well. But yeah, let's just make sure I've got everything, pulled up here. And just going to switch over to this browser. And, oh, it's quiet. The gameplay is not going on. I should have it connected so the audio is still here because it's so quiet. But yeah, let's see. I'm just gonna move the chat out of the way. Okay, wait, actually, no, I don't want to do it like that. So the chat box, I might actually just move that so it's behind me so we can still see it, because if I make it go away, sometimes it doesn't like reload. And let's see, I will need to move myself above that. So there we go. Cool. And so I do have iron behind me. I am interested to go over that, but I will... Oh, crap. What did I do? There's like a duplicate of stuff. Oh, it's because I am... Sorry, I just gotta figure out what's going on with how this stuff is layered, because it's kind of screwed up. Okay, so chat box. That's right there. So we do have that. And then I'm not sure why I have the chat up there as well. And so now I just need to move this below. There we go. Okay, so sorry for fumbling, just kind of, you know, the nature of doing these streams, why I'm trying to do them more so I get more and more comfortable with them. But yeah, I'm just going to go down to the TRL down here and add Velo 3, oops, if I can type, Velo 3D, and then Snapchat is in the list above, so... Yeah, Velo 3D, very, very cool. So for this one, you know, I don't have a position in it, so I'm not invested in it at all. But one thing that I think is really cool, this red line, that is the 50-day simple moving average. Over here, it was around 825, moved up to it, very clearly got rejected. And just recently, apparently, with the announcement of SpaceX and their you know, possibility of IPOing next year, this kind of took off. You know, you don't want to be chasing all that stuff. So where could I see this pulling back to? I think that 200-day simple moving average, which is currently, if we look over here, you can see the number in red there, $5.94, or around $6. So, you know, just a couple days ago on Friday, December 12th, the high was, let's see, what was the high? The high was $15, pretty insane. And so, yeah, I mean, there could be like a really nice discount if it does come back to 6. Maybe it doesn't, you know, and there are two levels that I think it could come back to. One is 6, coming back to retest that 200-day simple moving average, the red line. And really, you got a confluence of all those moving averages going from 200 all the way down to 20-day moving averages. Another level that it could come back to is right around here, right around 750, or the high on October 15th. That's 829. So let's say, you know, 8 plus or minus 30, somewhere around there is where price could come back to. You know, this price moved up to here, got rejected. So maybe that price itself, 8 plus or minus 30 cents, is resistance, or it's the moving average that's resistance. So I think that range right there would be good to wait for. And so let's just, you know, I'm at the 820, but let's actually adjust that to just $8. And so right around there, there also is, you know, this gap right here. The close on December 9th, so that was Tuesday last week, was at $6.59. The low the day after was $6.80. There's still a gap there. So that's another level that price could be coming down to. So let's see, that's the close was $6.59. So let's put that there. I'm just going to move it up a little bit. And so, okay. And so we got all those levels. This one, I'm just going to lock them in place. So, yeah, I mean, $8, $6.50, and then $6. Those are all levels to consider. And yeah, I mean, other than that, I could do like a Fibonacci retracement. And so I could do that from like the bottom here up to the top here. The 618 lines up with 650, right around there, 643. So there's some confluence there with these levels. I can also add some more to this retracement, and I'm actually going to make this level orange. I think that's a little bit more fair. And if I make the one red, you know, that would be like a full retracement. But let's actually add some more levels to it. Let's do the 50%. That's around 750, and then the 382. And so 382, we've already pulled back to it. You can see right there, did pierce that blue line. So I'm going to remove that. At least the 50% retracement, that's going to be around 750. I mean, I think it's going to be good to at least wait for $8. And then this could potentially be a long-term hold. I remember, I traded it. I believe I traded it in the past, but this was, yeah, this is going back pretty far in time, actually. I think it might have been 24. And then it's just gone down. That's going to be because they had these reverse splits. So that's 1 and 35. And then there was another split recently, 1 and 15. And if we do go back, this is a rule of thumb that Quodwo, who used to join the channel but hasn't really been here recently, he mentioned that, if you go back 2 years in time and there have been reverse splits, and 2 years ago, the price was above $1,000, it means the company's been doing too many reverse splits. They're just diminishing that value for you. And so if we do go back to, let's see, 2025's right here, and we're basically done with that year, 2024 over here. So the beginning of 2024, what was the stock price? It was around $280, $290, getting up to around 300 or so. Price was above $1,000, but that's more than 2 years ago. So hopefully that means that this is, potentially, finding the bottom and stuff like that. And I don't know if you can see it behind me. The market cap for this company is only $203 million. It seems pretty small. So, I mean, in my view, this one's a very speculative stock. It's appealing that it's not a penny stock because, I had mentioned that initially in the stream. But yeah, I mean, they've done these reverse splits. So like, let's see, this reverse split was 1 in 15. So, I mean, if it's trading around $10 now, it would have been less than $1. So a legit penny stock. So yeah, I mean, but if this is to be bullish, if they do have a partnership with SpaceX, and that actually might be something interesting for us to look up with Grok. So let's just come over here. Please excuse my thumbnail creation, but I'm just going to ask Grok, does Velo 3D have a partnership with SpaceX, and could their stock benefit from SpaceX's success, or has Velo 3D conducted too many reverse splits with a market cap of 200 million? Is it too speculative or a good investment? Please provide concise response in 3 to 5 bullet points. Oops, I spelled points wrong, but I think Grok will get it. So Velo 3D partners with SpaceX for the 3D printing. Stock could benefit from SpaceX's success via partnership growth. And Velo 3D's ticker is VLDO, so it's not Velo. Velo 3D, VLD. Let's see, what is VLD? Oh, VLD. See, always got to check Grok. From Polygon. What? Velo 3D maintains a strategic partnership with SpaceX, including an $8 million licensing deal for 3D printing technology and qualification for parts in Raptor engines. potentially allowing their stock to benefit from SpaceX's success through expanded orders and collaborations. The company has executed 2 reverse splits recently, a 1 for 35, which we had gone over, and a 1 for 15, also we had gone over, suggesting efforts to maintain New York Stock Exchange compliance amid share price declines, which could signal underlying financial challenges. With a market cap of approximately 249 million as of December 2025, that would have been after they had gone up a little bit higher than they currently are. Velo 3D remains a small cap stock, inherently speculative due to its volatility, limited revenue, which is about $50 to $60 million projected for 2025, and reliance on additive manufacturing sector's growth. Investment outlook is mixed. Some analysts project target price up to $6, which is already below us, with potential for 50% CAGR. I'm not sure what that stands for, but you guys can look it up, through 2027 via a shift to recurring services. But risks like low gross margins and past struggles make it a high risk play rather than stable investment. That is ticker Velo, correct? Not VLD. And I might do it like this. Yes, the ticker is Velo, not VLD. Okay, yeah, so I mean, it could be a really nice, tandem play, or kind of exposure to SpaceX, but it also could be very speculative. So I would just really look. I mean, maybe what one would want to keep an eye on is that it does not close or does not get like multiple closes below these moving averages. If it does lose the 200-day moving average again, which is right around $6, then I think that it could just continue to bleed below it. But if it's able to hold the 200-day moving average, I think Velo could, be forming a bottom here, has formed a bottom, and could be starting to take off to the upside. So a very interesting one, I would say fairly speculative though. So do please keep that in mind. But since Snapchat was voted in the poll, I will go over that as well. And also, if you are joining or checking out this video, make sure you tune in to live streams. I'm going to be playing video games a few times a week, currently playing Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, and taking requests. As you can see, I did just go over Velo 3D, and now because Snapchat won the poll, I'm going to go over that chart. And so here, looking at this, it was mentioned that Snap did, have a pretty big sell-off on Friday last week. So on December 12th, got this big red candle here coming down about 4.3% on the day. Very interesting though, today, Monday, December 15th, it actually performed better than I expected, came down by 0.68%, and it does seem like it maybe is finding support along this little trend line that I have drawn there, which is actually the base of this bigger picture channel. And maybe this channel means something, maybe it doesn't. You can see that there have been some breakdowns from it. It's a little bit wonky on the top side because I could move it down like that, and it had some escapes from it, but then a return to trading within there. But yeah, generally just looking at this, we do see the blue dashed line more or less be respected as kind of a midpoint, a good amount of trading there. And so right now with Snapchat, you're at the bottom of this range. So if anything, I think that this is a good time to chill, a good time to dollar cost average, add a little bit to positions if one is able to. And then when it does get back up to here, if it does, that would be around $15. Or, if it gets to the midpoint here, it's going to be around 10. Might be good levels to consider trimming at. But currently, with it having closed today on December 15th at a price of $7.92, just below $8. Yeah, I mean, it's in the lower half of this range. So, I mean, I think that this is, potential to be moving up. And then if we do look at this, pattern, what we're seeing here, what do we see? What happened here? Big red candle, and kind of like a little spinning top, not a doji, but big wick to the upside, big wick to the downside. What happened after that? Big gap up. And so we're kind of seeing like the same kind of pattern over here a little bit, also respecting that trend line. Might be coincidence, I kind of hand drew it. It's not perfect. Chart analysis is an art. It's not a science. So hand wavy, so do take it with a grain of salt. We did break below this low over here, which was 749, and actually that Fibonacci retracement is no longer useful, so I am going to delete it. And then over here on November 5th, when we did kind of form the bottom here and bounce up, the low on November 5th was $7.22. I actually, believe it or not, had a very small order, not a big order, but I did have one placed today at 722. It did get filled. I think we put in a lower low. So the low for today was 719. And what that could be is maybe some people had stop losses at 722 thinking, well, if this is bullish, it's going to be putting in higher lows based on this one. That's a higher low. This should then be a higher low. But if we start to put in a lower low, then maybe that's starting to look bearish. So maybe people want stop loss there. They don't want to hold it if it does go back down, if it does go lower. But just like over here, I think that we could be seeing a potential bottoming signal. But if we do look at like the volume and what it corresponds to over here, we actually saw a lot of volume that I would think suggests absorption here, that you do have the price coming down, but the candle is not a very big range, got a wick up and a wick down, but the candle itself, kind of a small range. But look at this big, volume behind it. Over here, you're not seeing that. And so that makes me think that, with this divergence in the spread of the candle and the volume makes me think there could be a reversal. And we saw that. Over here, we see a smaller spread candle again, but not as much volume. So if there was to be a reversal, it may not be as volatile because if we do look over here from, the close to the top here, that was up about 17%, but then to the close of that day, up 9.7%. And if we do look at the increase for that day, it was actually 9.73%. So, I think that we could be seeing a move like that. We do have volume progressively increasing over here, but it's not as substantial as over here. So if Snap does bounce, we do have the 50-day moving average here. That's in blue. That's at 792. If I said it closed at 792, I was mistaken. I meant that it closed at 726. Sorry about that. Doing this live as I tend to do my analysis like this. But yeah, close at 726. I think that it could be finding some resistance around a psychological level, a whole dollar number did find resistance here. And, all those moving averages are piled up, from about 776 up to around, $8. And we do have the 200-day simple moving average there at 830. That's the red line. But one thing that we can do is we can look up some options contracts, not necessarily to look at them for trading or anything like that. And actually, if one was to, this $13 call that expires in June, so about 184 days between now and expiration, that one was looking kind of appealing to me. But if we do scroll down here, we did see an open interest of 144,000, but then we saw about half of that being sold. And that was at the beginning of the month of December, and it's still, around 70,000 contracts open. But, the premium for this contract is, between 20 and 30 cents, which is, $20 and $30. So maybe that's intriguing. Then this one over here, $12 strike call that expires in September. So 276 days between now and expiration. Did see a little bit of a spike today, but that's only 10 contracts. So nothing too crazy. Open interest is below 10,000. And yeah, I don't really see anything too exciting in the data over here. But looking at the net call and put premium over here, we can expand that. Sorry for the white. But as this does load, we can see net call premium in green ended the day down about $53,000, whereas net put premium was up about $100,000. So that's a little bit more bearish, but it's really not that much money. So I don't think there's really too much of a signal here. If we go back the past 14 days, we can see we actually saw a pretty big drop in put premium over here. So on December 12th, net put premium came down by $3 million, and I can actually just do 2 days so we can see that drop a little bit better. And so that does suggest to me selling of puts, and we could potentially look up what that exact contract was. This basically $3 million drop in net put premium occurred at a time of 3:15. And so what we can do is, let's see, I am just going to go over to here, go to the flow feed, 3:15, and that was yesterday for Snapchat. Just going to type Snapchat up here, and we can see that, not yesterday, I mean on Friday, at 3:15, what did we see? We did see some orders that were, here, but Ed might be blocking it. I'm just going to decrease the premium to 10,000. The minimum premium, that's actually too small, so let's do 50,000. And so we can see the data here on December 12th. And around 3:15, we don't really see that much there. And those were also contracts that, I'm not sure actually what the red line means, because these are contracts that are still, I'm not sure why that's crossed out. That's kind of weird. But this is like millions of dollars puts. That's a $12 and $15 strike puts. So I am actually puzzled by why those are striked through December 19th. What does that mean? Okay, so we can look at this. Big drop there. And what does this X mean? So let's see. Behind Ed, so I'm going to have him step out of the way for a second. Sorry, buddy. But what we can see, there's this little X here. Some of the transactions that took place for this contract have been nullified/modified. The number of nullified or modified contracts is 3,000. And the displayed volume value reflects the true volume after all nullifications/modifications have taken place. So, we see millions of dollars right here. That's going to be the $12, which we were just looking at, and then also the $15 strike puts. Same exact thing. And so this seems like, that was nullified. That would mean that this drop in net put premium was nullified as well. So it seems kind of nefarious, seems a little bit suspicious. So, I would say that move, that drop from, net put premium that occurred on Friday right here, I'm not really seeing that as too exceptional, too exciting. So what I would say is see how Snapchat holds around 720, if it can start to form a bottom. And then when it does move back up, if it can break above $8, break above these moving averages, which in light blue is the 20-day, in blue is the 50-day. That's the 792 right here, which I mistakenly mentioned as the close. And then the purple is the 50-day, the 100-day simple moving average, all clustered there right around 8. So that's going to be some resistance. And speaking of 8, one thing I almost forgot to do, let's just expand this again. Sorry for the white there. But let's look at the Greeks. I imagine max pain for this Friday, the 19th, is going to be $8. This is also, OPEX, the monthly OPEX, or the monthly options expiration for the month of December. That is the 19th. Max pain is 8, and then after that, 750. So, if it can start to go above $8 and max pain is still down here, maybe it like gamma ramps up. But otherwise, I think we really just need to see how it holds up, how it respects, 720. And if it does act like it did over here, go up. If it can go up and get above 8, that would look excellent. So with that being said, I'm just going to bring Ed back here and say, we'll continue on with more Metal Gear Solid Delta gameplay. But with that being said, those are just my thoughts. As always, if you did like them, make sure you like the video, share your thoughts in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and join for more live updates, live analysis during gameplay streams. And I do see some more chat, so I will just pull them up, and I'm going to switch over to the gameplay tab because I've gone over charts for about 30 minutes. I need to get back to some gameplay. Let's see, Anon is saying top NeoCloud stocks NBIS, IRIN, and CRWV. My favorite being NBIS. Also like Oracle and holding it. Oracle just hit its previous high, which should act as support here. And so what I'll probably do on the next break, if it's cool with you, which would probably be, it's going to be about half an hour now. I'll probably go over IRIN because I wanted to go over that, and I might take that as a clip, make a video out of it. But then I'll also look at NBIS. I believe that's CoreWeave, and then also Oracle. But I probably won't do too much analysis on them, just so I can, take it into a clip as a video. And so I'll leave the chat up there. So if you do have some more comments, and you did vote for IRIN, 3 votes. And we also have Plug and IRIN. So yeah, I'll definitely go over IRIN during the next break. And we'll also try to do something on Plug Power as well. But yeah, let's just do some more gameplay, see what happens here. I've recently had some success in this. I was like, what's that noise? And actually, are you guys not hearing the gameplay? I'm not hearing any music. Let's see. Okay. There's some noise. Cool. Okay, yeah, I don't know what was happening. Yep, we got the sound of the water and stuff like that, so that's nice. And so I can unequip my weapon, or at least equip the knife. I hear the game sounds cool. Yeah, for some reason I wasn't. It might have just been because I was out of the gameplay for a little bit, so it wasn't picking up the sound from my headphones. And yep, let's see. I did just save, so if I do get spotted or something, it's not that big of a deal. Just check out the motion detector. Oh, yep, there's a guy over there. And I don't want to waste my battery, so let's put it back on the compass. Whew. Nice. Now I think I gotta like infiltrate the place or whatever. Yeah, this is where I got into like just a massive gunfight because it was just like they spotted me and I got an assault rifle, so it's like I'm just gonna have some fun.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump. I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight. There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
Hopefully none. I don't think there are any inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
All right,
Understood.
buddy.
Beginning my approach to the target.
So what I might do is I'm just going to kind of be in like exploration phase. Hopefully I don't get spotted, but I kind of just want to get a layout of the place, figure out where the weapons are. And then if I get spotted, then I'm just going to have some fun. And I'm going to save it.
You want to save?
I do. And so that's just going to be this one from the 15th. I'll remember that. So, yep, no issues.
Snake, have you heard of It Came from Outer Space?
No, I don't care. Nobody cares. They just want to play the game. Okay, so... I'm gonna go on the right side. I didn't go, or the left side. I didn't do this before. I went a different way. Ooh. Maybe this is why I went a different way. It's like kind of silly controls, you know? Alright, so I'll just watch him. Maybe I don't want to like army crawl. Maybe I can just like crouch. And maybe I could take him out too. And actually, I'm gonna look at, I think I do that over here. So, start tips. So let's say stalking. Hold L1 while moving to move slowly and silent. I'm just gonna move myself for a second. And silently stalk a target. Okay, so L1. And then camera controls. And so I basically want to go and like kill the guy with him, not, you know. Let's just see what this example is. I don't want to do that because I don't want to set off an alert. So... Okay, so after grabbing and holding enemy, okay, so I don't want to do that because I don't want him to go on the ground. I mean, I just want to slit throat. Press X after grabbing, holding an enemy using slit their throat. Okay, so how do I grab and hold? Approach an enemy while equipped with a CQC combat weapon and hold down R2 to grab the enemy from behind. Okay. Hold enemy using... Okay. So, and then slit throat is press X after grabbing and holding them. Okay, so let's just have some fun with it. Oh, and let's bring me back into view there.
Who's that?
Ah.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. Enemy sighted. Requesting backup.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do... Oh crap, what am I doing? I want to go... Not start. Sorry, I'm messing this up. I want to equip... I gotta equip a weapon. So I'm gonna go to my backpack. I'm gonna equip this. I'm gonna equip grenades. And so... Oh crap! Okay. And just... okay, so L2, R2... Gotta have some fun, gotta have some fun. Where are those bullets coming from? Ooh, I did not mean to do that. Okay. Ooh. Let's throw another grenade over there. This is basically what I did before. I just went up here, shot them all. Oh, crap. That was good. That was good they got me. And so, yeah, I'm probably not going to save the progress from here. I am just going to mess around and find out. Just kind of get a lay of the land, figure out their patterns a little bit better. So I think that I go this way. See, what's my camo? It's like the best camo, I think. So I'll just watch him, let him go by, and then I'm going to try to get in through there. Because I don't know that there are like guards inside necessarily. But maybe I'm wrong. Oh, yep, there's a guard inside. Dang it. That's okay. Just gonna go for it, see what happens.
Huh? Who's that?
Please don't spot me.
Nobody here.
Ooh. Okay.
Think I snuck? Who was that? What the? I'm just seeing things.
Okay. Change my camo because I think that I would be better with something else. So 30 is Tiger Stripe. Face splitter. Okay. Just wondering if like guys come in here or if this is kind of like a safe spot.
Nobody here.
Ooh. Oh, crap. So, I think I want a gun.
Huh? What was that? Who's that?
HQ.
No supplies are up here.
HQ.
This is HQ.
Patrol.
Alright, let's do this. Again.
Clear. Enemy sighted. Requesting backup.
Sending reinforcements.
Right. Okay, I'm just gonna throw a grenade over there, see if that'll get him. Alright. Dang it. so... Oh, I thought I had my grenade equipped. Oh, crap. Okay, so what I'll do... I'll probably end up dying with this, but... I'm just gonna throw a grenade at that guy. I didn't die, that's pretty crazy. Oh, oh crap. Alright, so I'm just gonna try to do this, and I don't know that I have any items that I can heal myself with. Oh yeah, backpack. Calorie mate. Okay, no, I want to eat food. I don't think any of this heals. Let's see.
I want some more.
But I don't have health. Because I haven't learned Cure yet. That makes sense. So... God. Dang it, no more grenades. So I have to go back to the backpack. Stun grenades. I don't have any more of this, so I can equip that. Alright. Oh, crap. Sorry, guys. Let's get back this back. Oh. So, I'm going to try to take him out by... Booyah! Ah, crap. Hopefully it doesn't kill me. Oh, I need to have a CQC weapon. All right. back here.
We've lost the enemy. He must still be in this area. Find him.
That's a pretty cool move. So let's see what I can get out of him. MK22 ammo, that's so stupid. Okay, so I'm just gonna check the map. So that's where I want to go. So I don't think that it's that difficult because I like gotten up through there. I can just like crawl around. And that's pretty much where I want to go. So let's see. This will be like a long, boring cutscene, so I'm not going to go in there, but that's where I want to go.
Huh? What's that sound? There's nothing here.
I don't think there are any more guys here. That's not what I want. I want it to go in the room.
Radio, we need backup.
Back up. This will be some fun. Oh crap! I didn't see him. I think it's clear. I think it was just the last guy that was here. Whew. All right. Cool. So it's on the hour. So I'm gonna stop. Ooh, I can kill that guy. Let's see. close. I think I already took supplies from him, but maybe I get more stuff if he's dead. I don't know. Nope. Sorry, buddy. Let's just go over here. I think I killed some guys over here. No. But yeah, I'll go over some charts. I'll take a little break. And yeah, he's a little bit bloody. Oh well. Can't see anything. It says message redacted because you swore, I think. But it shows up on here. Retracted, not redacted. So no swearing. But let's see. I got iron, snap, and there was also, yeah, I'll go over iron in those. I might go over the other ones first, then dive into iron. And yeah, so let's, excuse me, pull up this, and then I will go over, let's see, add symbols. So you wanted NBIS, I believe core weave, and actually I can check out the chat. Iron, okay, and then also Oracle, ORCL. All right, so if we look at MBIS, this, I mean, I think this looks like it could be a bull flag. I mean, also, yeah, I mean, this is like cup, breakout, retest, and then continue. And so what I might do is just delete these fib levels and stuff, delete all this crap up here. And so I don't know where it's going to come down to, but maybe this is like a double bottom. And that would suggest that you could do, you know, Fibonacci extension. So if we do that over here, maybe just from this one, it's going to be the distance from here to the top taken from the lows. And that would then suggest where price could be going. 100% move would be around $600. It's currently at like 80, 81. But I mean, that's probably pretty hopeful. And also, you don't want to draw a trend line. Yeah, oh, actually, this looks pretty good because it's like, you know, this has been resistance, resistance, breakdown, breakout, retest. So yeah, I mean, I think that this could be looking really good for Nebius. So I like this. I'm not in it. Don't plan on getting in it, but I think this looks pretty nice. I mean, the only thing though is like the 200-day simple moving average is at like 64. So it's possible it could come down like $15 more. It has broken down below the purple line, which is the 100-day moving average. So yeah, I mean, this could be heading down to 65. But bigger picture, if it holds around where it's at, then I think that it looks really good. And then we'll look at core weave. Let's see. I'm not sure. And yeah, I'm not sure. I can't judge this. And also, isn't there like core scientific and core weave? Isn't there something going on with there's a ladybug on the ceiling? That's what I'm looking at. Something going on there that makes things a little bit complicated. I'm not sure. If we go over here, parallel channel, just connect the tops, and then like over here, come down. I mean, so maybe it could be coming back down to like $65 here, but you know, maybe not. And it's going to continue. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like this nice little channel. I would think like a bull flag. Testing the bottom of it, got rejected from the middle and then coming back down. So yeah, I'm just like looking at the shorter time frame. If we do a little Fibonacci retracement, going from here up to there, 786 is around $70. So maybe it could be going down to there. The low for today, Monday, December 15th, was $72. So, yeah, I think this could come a little bit lower, but like bigger picture, longer time frame, I think this looks pretty good. And then also let's check out Oracle. Yeah, I think I heard recently about this one gapping down and stuff. Yeah, where could this be finding some support? Potentially around where it's at now, like the highs over here where the cursor is. That's where basically the lows were for today. But really it's just like if we draw a little box around like all this crap over here. There's like all that price action. Maybe coming down to like this, where this gap, where it gapped up here. That could all be acting as some support. So like I feel like the lowest it would get is probably like $155. But I mean, it could go lower. I don't know. We could do a retracement from the lows here. This is from April, so around Liberation Day. And the 618 is around 178. The 786 is around 150. So, yeah, I mean, it is, 50% retracement from the top here. So it is in the discount zone, but it could keep going lower. Do have lower lows here. I'm just going to remove that so it's not too cluttered. Do have lower lows here in the stock price, but this is interesting. You see a lower low there, but you actually see a higher low in the RSI. And so that's going to be bullish divergence, and we can pull that up, bullish divergence. And so let's just look at the image that I always like to go to, this one. So you have lower lows in the price and the stock price, higher lows in the oscillator, which in this case is the RSI. So that's going to be regular bullish divergence. And so yeah, but I mean, this could always go lower, and then this could also, the RSI could go lower again. But I mean, to be honest, seeing this big gap down, like what was the closing percentage on the day of the 11th? So it was Thursday of last week, came down almost 11%. And with that, RSI still above 70. So it's around like above 30. It's around 34.73. So around 35 here. And then today it just crossed below 30, which is in like the oversold territory. That's 29.41, but still above the lows over here. So with that massive gap down, the panic and stuff, it's actually showing relative strength, in my opinion, relative to what it was showing over here. We do have, a good amount of volume with this gap. And then following that, lower volume as it does go lower. So maybe that is showing some signs of weakness. But over here, relative to over here, this is, the RSI, it's higher relative strength index. It is relatively stronger, but got all these moving averages above. I think it will probably be tough to get above. Let's see, where is it at? 185 right around right now. So let's see, these moving averages, 208 up to like, that's the 20-day moving average. The red is the 200-day moving average, and that is around 213. Not even filling up this gap. I think it'd start to get into some resistance there. So I think overall this is probably going to trend lower, but maybe we get a surprise and this kind of bounces back up. And so then the one that I wanted to go over from the beginning of this, which we did get one vote on, and I might actually just mention it from over here. So, hey, what's up? Welcome to Degen Ed. That's degenerative education, meaning none of this is financial advice. Just me having fun, playing some Metal Gear Solid. And I did put a poll in today's stream going over a few different stocks. And one of them, actually, 3 of them were voted upon, but one was iron. So I'm going to go over iron real quick over here. And yeah. This is one that, Mike Alfred's talked about a lot, he would probably, I'm sure, call me, and I'd be proud to be called a kid analyst or a chart squiggler from him. But what we can see over in the chart is that it has pulled back some. So it was hitting highs back here November 5th, hitting highs of $76.87. And now we are around $35.48. So it's about a 50% discount from those highs. So pretty crazy there. But yeah, where's it going to stop? Looking at the chart here, we got the moving averages. And I should note I am recording this the evening of Monday, December 15th for Metal Gear Solid Monday. And we can see that we got these moving averages, the 20-day, the 50-day, 100, and 200-day simple moving averages. So we did close not only today, Monday, but also Friday, last week on the 12th, below that 100-day simple moving average. We also had the 20-day cross below the 50, so that would be a bearish cross. The shorter time frame moving below the longer time frame. We have seen, while that is a lagging indicator, we have seen price go lower. And we might also see that 20-day cross below the 100-day, continuing to the downside. And so I could see it finding support around $25. That is the 200-day simple moving average. Maybe not. Maybe it's a little bit higher. We will take a step back and look at a level from the past that might be acting as support. But what we do have, price around $35.48. That was the close for the day after coming down 11.59% on the day. But a level that I had noticed from the past, you might be able to tell what I'm going to talk about. It's the highs from over here. So I guess like the IPO prices. Let's just zoom in on the chart here. What's this price? So we do have like the highs here, the open on Wednesday, November 17th of 2021. I remember the day. We had an open at a price, IPO open, I guess, of $28. It IPO'd at that price. You could probably look it up. And yep, came down by about, let's see, on that day. It didn't have a close the day before, so there's nothing to compare it to. So not giving me a number up there, but we can just take a measurement from the open to the close that day. Came down about 12.5%. Oops, did not want to do that. And so, we could see the top of that 28. Maybe that's going to act as support. If we're at 35.50 right now, I could see, $28 being a nice dip buying opportunity relative to the current price. So I'm just going to put a line there. Oops, I guess I already maybe had a line there. No, I did not. But I'm going to put a line there at, $28. See if I can get that just right. It's 28.01, but I'm going to make it exact 28 right there. And I'm going to lock that in place. That could be support, but really, you got like one candle up there, top of a candle. And what I think would actually be acting as some pretty notable support is when you get into this consolidation here. This was prior resistance at around $25. I got it marked at $25.22, which is an approximate level. So let's actually lock that in place and just change it to 25. Whole dollar number, keep it simple. And so we got two levels there. One that was the IPO open, could be acting as support, but there's really not much meat and potatoes below it. But there is some meat and potatoes right here. These three candles overlapping again with this candle. So it's four candles overlap right around 25. And so I was just talking about that level because it does correspond with, and let's actually just fast forward here. It does correspond with the 200-day simple moving average right around $25. Specifically, that's around $25.40. And we also do have, very interesting, this Fibonacci retracement that I've drawn up here. That's not locked into place, so it's going to be pretty approximate. But what we can see very clearly is we have broken below the 236, which is the purple line there. So I might actually, let's see, just remove that level because we've clearly broken below it. That's around $40.50. Going to remove it. The next level down is going to be the 382 And that's at a price of around 27.30, or, between 28 and 25. And so is iron going to be much, much higher in the future? I imagine so. But that doesn't mean that there might be some really nice discounts in the future, or if one does not have a position and wants to establish a position, maybe we're getting into a time when it would be a great dip buying opportunity. But I think not just yet. We were at like 40 up here. Let's see. Yeah, right around 40, kind of, let's see, double bottoming here around 40, but then we broke below it. And so what I could see happening is, let's see if I bring up the path tool, maybe it comes down a little bit more, and then maybe it bounces, but then maybe it gets rejected from that level that had previously acted as, double bottom support. Maybe it now acts as resistance, and then it comes down to around 25, that being an excellent dip buying opportunity before it moves up. Maybe it gets rejected by that 50-day simple moving average, which is the blue line right here. Gets rejected from that, pulls back, and then finds support around the 20-day, which is the light blue, and the 100-day, which is the purple, finds support there. And then from that, then it goes higher. So maybe that's what we're going to be seeing. And so I would say, probably a good idea to wait for it to be closer to 30, maybe down to 25. Maybe it doesn't go that low. So yeah, I mean, I find that to be pretty intriguing that this is pulling back. Also, if we look at the RSI, and let's just kind of compare that. We do have lower lows here in the RSI, also lower lows in the stock price. There's no bullish divergence. There's unfortunately no hopium there. We also do have lower highs in the stock price, lower highs in the RSI, so no bearish divergence. So I would imagine this is just going to kind of continue in this trend and, kind of shake out the weak hand. So if you're weak-handed, paper hander, you might get left behind if this does dip a little bit more and you don't take advantage of the opportunity, because it might be bouncing up higher. And another thing that we can look at to kind of support, any ideas that we have with the chart is just look over at the options data here from Unusual Whales. This is a $100 call that expires in 10 days. I'm not looking at that one. I don't even really know why I have it here. I think it had some volume in the past. I really just want to look at this net call and put premium over here. So I'm just going to expand that. And what we can see the past 2 days is net call premium has come down. That would suggest selling of calls, so not so good. Net call premium today was down by 9.9 million, whereas net put premium in red here was up by 3.77 million. So net put premium going up, net call premium going down, that's kind of bearish. And we had the same thing on Friday last week, net put premium going up by about $2.53 million. Net call premium coming down by about 15.28. So this is all suggesting, that it's not done coming down. We go back the past 14 days, we can see, lots of spaghetti lines, lots of wiggles and stuff over here. But now we're really just starting to see this trend where the stock price in yellow is just coming down. Net call premium is coming down with it, so that's not so good. And net put premium is going up. Again, not so good. We did see kind of a top over here. It looks like on the 9th, we had net call premium going up into that. That's good. Net put premium, so people selling their puts here. And then it started to come down. So I think that was maybe not timed so well because... or maybe they were buying puts, I don't know, but just net put premium came down here on December 9th by about $11.64 million. Net call premium went up by $4.44 million. But then, price after that has just come down. So I think that we need to wait to see the bottom formed. If we look over at the Greeks, we can see for this Friday, max pain is 40. We're well below 40, trading around 35. So I think that's just kind of push price lower. And then after that, we've got, max pain around 45, really until the monthly contracts that, expire in January. On the 16th, max pain starts to look a little bit, more reasonable, I guess. So with max pain at 40, 45 above where we're at, that might be kind of keeping price down, suppressing it lower. And then if price is able to maintain above 20 on the 16th, maybe we start to find a bottom there and start to go up. But then max pains beyond that look like they are, you know, kind of high. So we'll have to see. And maybe actually if max pain does stay notably above 20, maybe that gets us into a gamma ramp. Then maybe we can reclaim 46, 40, and really start to move. But for now, for maybe the next month, I could see iron coming down to $30 to $25. So a reduction in price by about $5 to $10. But as always, those are just my thoughts. If you found them helpful, make sure you like the video, share your thoughts in the comments down below, and make sure you subscribe to the channel for more casual stock chart overviews in the middle of some gameplay streams. But with that being said, I'm going to get back to, sneaking around in the jungle. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. And so, yep, I'll release that as a clip as well. So I'll have iron and also, what did I go over earlier? Snapchat. So I'll have both of those out later. And let's see. Let's, continue playing. See a couple people still with me. And let's see. I can go over, I'll go over plug power at the very end. I know we did get a vote on that. So I will do that at the end of the stream. And I'll try to release video clips of all of those. Thumbnails might not be too exciting, but the information should be there. Ooh, hit the mic. And we can hear some birds, so that's good. And since I killed all those guys, which I didn't really want to do, you know, because I want to get better at sneaking around and stuff, I might load. Let's see, this is auto save. No, I want this one. Let's see, this is from the 15th, so load the save data. Okay. So I'm just going to sneak around to the right. And he is in the northeast portion of the barracks, or whatever that place is called. I'm just going to make sure my camo's good. Yeah, that's the best one. Gotta be another guy around here somewhere. Pretty sure they overlap in their patrols. Alright. Oh, let's kill that snake. Let's adjust the camo. I'm pretty sure I should be able to get a better camo here. No, I guess for the time being, that's good. Ooh. All right. Actually, let's make sure. Oh, tiger stripes. Oh, and I can actually do better. Squares. Tree bark. I think that might be more, you know, fitting for the different different types of scenery here and stuff. So to get that guy going that way. Oh, and I'm here. And maybe I don't want to do that. I want to do this. What? Motion detector. Oh, that's not the motion detector. This compass, I don't know what's going on. I really just want to see what the guy's doing behind the brick wall. Just kind of got to wait and see what their patrols are. There he is. I might have to sneak up on him and choke him, or like knock him out, you know. So I think I do that by holding L1 while I walk up to him and then press R2 while having the knife equipped. It's like, well, he's going over there. This guy's coming, so. Okay, so he's there, and then the other guy should come from the left. So now it's like, I just want to chill. And once he leaves, the other guy turns his back, then I can sneak up behind him and knock him out, basically. Or, you know, when he guy moves, maybe I could jump into the next room, but I think that guy's gonna come out in just a second. Or maybe I could, yeah. Oh, there he is.
Huh?
Hopefully nobody sees me. I did it. I did it. I knocked a guy out. I don't know if that counts against me, but... And I might have not actually had to do that.
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men? You'll never
No,
get
I am
it from
not.
me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
And just so you guys know, I will go
Your
over
CIA.
plug after this.
I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
And by after this, I mean about half an hour
I
from
have
now.
a message from him.
Maybe 20 minutes
What
from
is
now.
it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of GRU. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power. The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process. or
Forgot to
so
put
it
that
would
up there.
seem. Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb.
I didn't know he was speaking Russian.
Where did
Crazy.
you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
Is that so? America's truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts.
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
I get to brag about not killing anybody.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
No one spotted me.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Last time I did this, it was after I killed everybody. It's like, why am I sneaking out? I killed everybody.
Freeze!
So this is the legendary boss.
Big boss.
Huh? We meet at last.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz. Huh. What's a crew soldier doing here?
Soldier?
He's the Ocelot commander.
Ha! That's Major Ocelot to you. Don't you forget it.
That is Revolver
Sokolov is ours.
Ocelot.
Now get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
Uh-oh. Poor guy. Gross.
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the Gru.
Sokolov, take cover.
Huh. Huh. You're not the boss, are you?
So cringe. So cringe.
Crew operatives!
What is that stance? Huh. That gun. If you're not the boss, then die.
Major! Leave it!
This like came out around the time of the Matrix as far as the music goes and stuff.
ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do. But testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
And if you're just joining, I'm about to go over plug in maybe 10 minutes or so. Just finishing this cutscene, get a save, and then I'll leave the gameplay off here for next week for Metal Gear Solid Mondays.
Do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you all right?
Or Metal
I've
Gear
run into
Mondays.
a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgan's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.
Okay, so I'm gonna save.
You want to save?
I do. And so I will save here. So 15th is the last time I played, which I'll note next week.
Hey, Snake, have you ever seen Forbidden Planet?
Nobody cares.
No,
Nobody
can't
cares.
say I have.
It's
And so-
about this expedition.
What I might do is just have some fun. Kind of do some exploration. I just want to drag these guys so I can pick up any items that they have. If they have any items. Just make a stack of them. They don't have any items, that sucks. I hope they don't wake up or whatever. I imagine they're just gonna be dazed. Cool. Mousetrap. Like he's probably the only guy with stuff. I just gotta check them all. Oh. check out all this area. What is actually that? Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that little buddy. Got a photo of him. This must be that guy that got shot from the ricochet or whatever. Can't hide in these. Oops, open. No, I don't want to do that. Leave. Just trying to find any stuff. Ooh, could I have gotten in through that hatch? That would have been sick. Wasted my battery. Dang it, I've been wasting my battery this whole time. So where am I supposed to go? Let's check out the map. Down there. And so what I might do is just equip some fun weapons. So I'm going to move myself up here so I can see what the weapon is that I'm selecting, and I'll move you guys back over here. Yeah, that's where I'm supposed to go. Alright, so I'll just, kind of get into battle, and then I'll end this. Ooh.
You okay? Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes. The best crew has to offer. They're coming for me. I'm finished!
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we got some of the best backup we could ask for.
Look.
That's what they were making you build.
Metal
Yes.
Gear.
The Shagohod. The treading behemoth. A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBMs.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain.
Oh, yes. And without support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo. Is that thing finished?
No, this is only the end of Phase 1. It won't be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2?
The weapon's true form. If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War?
Yes. And then the Age of Fear will truly begin.
a world war.
I had no choice but to cooperate. I didn't want to die. I wanted to see my wife and child again in America. Please, take me to America, quickly. They cannot complete it without my help.
Got it. Let's go.
No more cutscenes. I just want to fight. It's the boss.
Boss?
What I might do, just because this is going to go long, and I am going to start back where I last saved, just because I don't want to have wasted the battery. I'm going to skip this.
What are you doing here?
And so we can continue basically a little bit back. And because I just want to get into like a fight. So all these cutscenes. Nobody cares.
Snake!
We'll listen to this. We'll learn about this in the next stream. I apparently fell off the bridge. It says up cure. Okay, so disinfectant, good. Ointment, not good. Septic, good. Splint, not needed. Bandage. Suture. Okay, so I did not need the splint or the ointment. Cut. Wound's still open. Okay, so I just got... That makes sense. Bandage. Bleeding. Afflicted area not yet stabilized. No bandage. No. Oh, okay. Not yet stabilized, and then no bandage applied, so there we go. Cool. Man, lots of stuff. This is not too exciting. Okay, I don't care. I just want to get into some fights. I better still have my weapons. I'll get to this later. I'll get to this later. No, I don't want to save. Okay, this is probably the beginning. Snake Eater. So, yeah, we'll do this later. So I am now just gonna go over plug power. And this is the Snake Eater theme that I thought I was missing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do start. I'm actually just going to go to the PlayStation Home, go down to here, and I'm going to close the game. So there's that. And now I can switch over to the charts, and I might also take off my headphones for this. All right, so I'm just going to go over plug power. All right, so I was just having some fun streaming some Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. Did put in the chat a poll for a few tickers, people to vote, and the one that got the most votes was plug power, ticker symbol PLUG. So I'm going to go over that now, release this as a clip. And yeah, I mean, if you ever do see me streaming gameplay, make sure you tune in, drop a comment, say hello, or drop something in the chat, I guess I should say, and let me know what ticker you'd like me to go over, and maybe I will feature it, maybe I will release it as a clip. Just kind of a new way of, you know, integrating, having fun with the channel, going over charts, but not chasing the euphoria and not going over stuff that's boring when it's bottoming. But speaking of which, you know, I have talked about plug power. I think I have, you know, I have a very small position, but I've talked about maybe stop loss around 166, I think. It did come down to, if I remove my drawings there, the retracements, that red line, that is the 200-day simple moving average on November 19th. It was a Wednesday. Plug power did bottom. They're hitting a low of $1.70, has since bounced, let's see, as high as about 40+%, now currently up about 30% from there, as I am recording this on the evening of Monday, December 15th. But one thing that's a little bit concerning is this could be a bear flag. And so what I'm doing with my very small position, it's really just kind of an experiment based on, you know, this risk to reward long position. I basically said, you know, back here, if it goes down to this level, which is 188, something around there, 189, then I'd have a stop loss, but I didn't actually have a position here. Once it did come down, I was thinking, well, maybe it's bouncing there, because what tends to happen with stop losses is it goes below your level. You get swept out of your position, and then it goes up. You get left behind. And so I thought that this was just kind of a nice experiment, have ridden it up a little bit here, and if it does go down, I'm not too concerned about it. But it has definitely seemed to have lost some steam. Did get above. Light blue is the 20-day simple moving average. Purple is the 100-day. The blue up here, that is the 50-day, which is currently at $2.69. So we could be seeing some weakness, a little bit of a rollover, as it did struggle to get above both those moving averages, then pulled back. Was able to get above both of them, but that was short-lived, and now below the 100-day, and might be coming down to the 20-day, maybe back down to the 200-day, and that is currently at 174. So good to be prepared for that. But if it is to go higher, I think that 50-day simple moving average around 270 is going to be a very important level for plug to get back above. But if it doesn't go above there, and if, let's say, hypothetically, the top is in, and this is a bear flag, we can take a measurement to kind of see, you know, where this could be going. Or by measurement, I really just mean a Fibonacci extension. So going from the approximate high up here down to the low, so that distance from top to bottom, taken from the high over here, that would be suggesting that price could be coming down to $1, you know, let's just say $1. The yellow line there is at 102, but that 100% Fibonacci extension, so that's going to be the distance from top to bottom here, taken from here down to about 93 cents. So I think that's good to be prepared for, but in all honesty, I don't necessarily see that happening because of that 200-day moving average. Also, we do have the 50% Fibonacci retracement from the low here to the high, 50% pullback around 178. Maybe it does go lower, and that would be the 618 around 142. But really, you see all this sideways consolidation here, like a bull flag on the way up. Maybe we see that act as some support. We also do have some consolidation over here. So yeah, I think it'd be tough. I would be surprised to see it going below $1.42 or $1.40, I should say. Like I don't necessarily think it's coming down to $1, but it could. It's happened in the past. And then one other thing, just this Fibonacci extension here, just maybe as kind of an example. Maybe this is interesting. Just do a little Fibonacci extension from here, the top here, and then the pullback. Look at that. So that top was kind of predicted there. So that's pretty cool. And that is, if you're not familiar with Fibonacci retracements, just from the bottom to the top here, take that from the bottom over here, that pullback, and that gets you up to around $4. We did get rejected. So I think that's pretty interesting. And yeah, I mean, I'd love to say that I think this is going to go up, but I mean, this is looking pretty weak with that possible bear flag there, not being able to get above those moving averages. But still, that red line there, right around 174, that could definitely be acting as support, that 200-day simple moving average. But let's look over here. Options contracts. I actually don't think I have plug on my list. So maybe what we'll do is we'll just type in plug here and I can add a contract. We'll just search though. We can go with the highest volume for today. That's December 15th. It looks like it was a $2.50 call. That expires this coming Friday on the 19th. It looks like open interest from Friday into today, Monday, did go up by about 550 contracts with an open interest currently around 36,000. Did have a volume of around 11,000 today, but with price, at 222, I guess that's where it closed at. Is that right? Yeah, 222. These are out of the money calls, so I'd imagine that's maybe some profit taking after, the move up here. So yeah, I mean, I think it could be coming down some. We also do have the $2 put expiring this Friday. And that we saw open interest from Friday into today, Monday, the 15th, open interest increase of about 1,200 contracts, volume today of just shy of 3,000. And then this one, out of the money, $3 strike call, expires this Friday, 1,000 from Friday into today. We saw a volume of just shy of 3,000 as well. So, I mean, that could be like, hedging. With a put to the downside, call to the upside, and, one of them's going to make money potentially, but they could both go to zero. It could end at 250 and both of those contracts are zero. But yeah, let's just look at, so the volume today, near term expirations. Let's actually look at the open interest. Let's search by that. And so we can see these are December. This is January, June. This is potentially more interesting. We saw a change in zero, but it's about 51,000. So I'm actually going to add this to my list, $4.50 call. Actually, no, I do have this one on a watch list. The $6 or the June $5 call, but maybe the June $4.50 is more interesting. So yeah, I got both of those over there. I overlooked this. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, the $5 strike call here. Let's see over the past, let's just look at 90 days. It looks like on November 19th and 20th, we did see these pretty big spikes in this contract. This is 19th and 20th. So if we scroll down here, we can see November 19th and 20th. We saw open interest go from 51,000 or 52,000 to 33,000. So that was actually not so good. It does seem like there was some selling there, and it has remained low, 33,000. If we look at the other contract, the $4.50 one, haven't really seen anything too crazy or incredible with that. Just going to expand the net call and put premium over here. And let's just go back the past 30 days. It's the max. We can see the stock price in yellow coming down, going sideways. Net call premium was up a little bit, but net put premium was also down a little bit. So that would have been like, I guess, kind of bullish, but the stock price did come down following that. So it's kind of disappointing. And we haven't really seen much as far as net call or put premium going up or down. So we're not really getting much data here from, the net call and put premium. But if we do look over at the Greeks, we can check out the max pains. And it looks like for this Friday, the 19th, max pain is $2. That's going to suggest price could be coming down about 20 cents or so, because in the after hours, it looks like it closed at 216. I'm not sure if it's doing overnight trading, but I'm not looking at that data. It did close at 222 during market hours, or at the end of market hours. But then $2 strike max pains for the next month until it comes down to 150, which is the monthly contract for January, expiring on the 16th. So, yeah, I mean, that could be suggesting plug is, in fact, going to be heading down to not $1, but right around $1.42. I do believe I had a level kind of suggesting that, yeah, the 618 around 142. So I would expect plug to be going down. Looks like a bear flag, and the options data is not suggesting anything bullish. And it's actually suggesting, about a month and a half from now, price could be around $1.50, or at least heading down some more, maybe below 2. So that's what I would be prepared for. I know that's not too exciting. That's not what people want to hear. And of course, I could be wrong. Maybe it does, start to move, get above that 50-day simple moving average around 269. It's a good luck charm there, but, we're below it. So it needs to get above that level. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all that I'm seeing there. But as always, those are just my thoughts. If you found them helpful, make sure you like the video, share your thoughts in the comments down below, and make sure you subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, clips from gameplay streams. And with that being said, I am probably going to end the stream here in a minute. And the next stream that I'll be doing is probably going to be Wednesday. I'm going to do Open World Wednesdays, I think, for either Where Winds Meet, or I might try the Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. Both of those seem like pretty cool open world games. And, just trying to do like alliteration with Metal Gear Monday and, Open World Wednesday. And then I'll be doing Resident Evil probably over the weekend. I've actually been playing more Resident Evil 2 by myself, but just trying to like replay what I've already streamed, getting more proficient, getting better at shooting, targeting the baddies and stuff like that. And yeah, it's a fun game, but I do kind of miss the need for ink ribbons, so maybe I'll replay it again at some point in the extreme or the hardcore. But yeah, I do see that there's still a couple people here hanging out. So thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. And tomorrow, while I will not be streaming, I am going to record a new Power Packs video. So I'll be opening up some more Pokemon cards. And I'll either release that tomorrow or I'll release it Wednesday. Just depends on how long it takes me to edit it. But yeah, it's been fun. I had a good time playing, making good progress with Metal Gear. And yeah, just had a lot of fun with it, and I think I did play pretty well. I've gotten better at the game, so that's good. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining. I'll see you in some of the clips from this later this evening. Power Packs either tomorrow or Wednesday, and then streaming for Open World Wednesday for a few hours, taking some requests, then going over charts. Hopefully you guys have a great start to your week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.